Doctrine is a codification of beliefs or a body's taught principles or positions as the essence of teachings in a given branch of knowledge or belief system. The Greek analog is the etymology of catechism. Often doctrine specifically suggests a body of religious principles as it is promulgated by a church, but not necessarily. Doctrine is also used to refer to a principle of law in the common law traditions, established through a history of past decisions, such as the doctrine of self-defense, or the principle of fair use, or the more narrowly applicable first sale doctrine. In some organizations, doctrine is simply defined as that which is taught. In other words, the basis for institutional teaching of its personnel, internal ways of doing business. Religious usage. Examples of religious doctrines include Christian Trinity and virgin birth, Christian original sin and its cure, the redemption of Jesus Christ, Roman Catholic theology, Calvinist predestination, Methodist prevenient grace, Hinduism the doctrine of epoch or yuga, Jainism the doctrine of postulation or Syadvada, Buddhist doctrine. One department of the Roman Curia is called the Congregation for the Doctrine of the Faith. Also shows other doctrines involved in the shape of government and politics, as a measure of religiosity in the sociology of religion. According to the sociologist Mervyn Verbit, doctrine may be understood as one of the key components of religiosity, and doctrine itself may be broken down into four dimensions: content, frequency, intensity, centrality. The content of a doctrine may vary from one religion to the next, as will the degree to which it may occupy the person's mind, the intensity of the doctrine, and the centrality of the doctrine. In this sense, doctrine is similar to Charles Glock's belief dimension of religiosity. Military usage. The term also applies to the concept of an established procedure to a complex operation in warfare. The typical example is tactical doctrine, in which a standard set of maneuvers, kinds of troops and weapons are employed as a default approach to a kind of attack. Examples of military doctrines include Blitzkrieg of World War II, Gedda course, hit-and-run tactics, Mahanian of late 19th up to mid-20th century, manhunting doctrine, or assured individual destruction, Reagan doctrine of the Cold War, shock and awe, Soviet deep battle of World War II, trench warfare of World War I. Almost every military organization has its own doctrine, sometimes written, sometimes unwritten. Some military doctrines are transmitted through training programs. More recently, in modern peacekeeping operations, which involve both civilian and military operations, more comprehensive doctrines are now emerging, such as the 2008 United Nations Peacekeeping Operations Capstone Doctrine, which speaks to integrated civilian and military operations. Political. By definition, political doctrine is a policy, position or principle advocated, taught or put into effect concerning the acquisition and exercise of the power to govern or administrate in society. The term political doctrine is sometimes wrongly identified with political ideology. However, doctrine lacks the actional aspect of ideology. It is mainly a theoretical discourse, which refers to a coherent sum of assertions regarding what a particular topic should be. Political doctrine is based on a rationally elaborated set of values, which may precede the formation of a political identity, per se. It is concerned with philosophical orientations on a meta-theoretical level. Legal usage. A legal doctrine is a body of interrelated rules associated with a legal concept or principle. For example, the doctrine of frustration of purpose now has many tests and rules applicable with regards to each other and can be contained within a bubble of frustration. In a court session, a defendant may refer to the doctrine of justification. It can be seen that a branch of law contains various doctrines, which in turn contain various rules or tests. The test of non-occurrence of crucial event is part of the doctrine of frustration, which is part of contract law. Doctrines can grow into a branch of law. Restitution is now considered a branch of law separate to contract and tort.